Hi everyone, A Loving Soul here. I just want to finally wrap up the first season of the Wild Climb series that we have on this channel. We were very lucky to finally get to rank 5, and I had a blast doing it. We did it with a lot of different types of decks. We did it with like Even Shaman, we did it with Odd Rogue, Pirate Warrior, Secret Mage, Secret Mage over here. But we did the last rank climb from 8 to 5 with Odd Paladin just because I felt very comfortable with it. It's pretty consistent with that Baku hero power. And in this episode, we're going to share some of those highlight clips, some losses and whatnot. Not really full clips, but of like interesting decks that we faced on that ranked 8 to 5 climb. Thank you so much for staying with me during this series, and I hope you enjoy the clips. Let's get to it. And I am terrified of this card. We need to get rid of this as soon as possible, so which is why we went for this, just so I could guarantee take it out with my Life's Justice. Yep. So this is going to be a lot of pirate shots. And they have the Pirate's Brigand too. Hopefully some of them go face or double Pirate's Brigand. So our opponent got the highest of high rolls here. Wow, this is insane. Alright, there's the Blood of the Ancient One. Into Blood of the Ancient One. And then he might... Okay, Greater Healing Potion. Okay, so this is going to become the Ancient One, but I don't know if he can... Oh, so, okay. They fuse here. And well played to our opponent. It's just to be a good sport about it. Oh, well played.
Well played. Says Jaina. You asked for it. My blade burns with holy fire.
I'm gonna mulligan this Righteous Cause just because we're going first. I'm gonna look for the Quartermasters that are probably more impactful than that card. Divine Favor is probably not what I want to be seeing against Mage, but also because if it's Secret Mage, this is like one of the most dead cards you can have. Inspire 1-drop. You don't often see the classic card back anymore, especially after there was that event which changed everyone's card back. Just hero power. No turn 1 quest, so it's probably Secret Mage, I'm guessing. Unless like I doubt the Reno Mage would want to like hide that they're playing quests, so. Oh, actually interesting, they wanted to hide that they were playing quest. Oh, they wanted to combo with this Mana Cyclone. Interesting. I'm just gonna get Valley off of this 2-1 while I can so it doesn't get pinged off. I'm just gonna hero power here. So we know they have Reno available to them, so we're gonna just try to get off as much pressure as we can. We're going to play Steward of Darkshire, and then we're gonna go face here. There's no real point trading here because we essentially lose damage. They're pretty much obligated to trade into us or do something to our 4-1. One thing I could have considered was putting this 3-3 like farther to the right. Maybe something like it plays around certain like things like Meteor, but we're at 4 mana, so I wasn't thinking too much about that. Another card we could have played around was Cold. Alright, Freezing Potion comes out. Probably into the... Freezing Potion into Ice Lance. Both of which they got off the Mana Cyclone, so that's an interesting combo that came out. This might be... One thing is this might be Flame Ward. It's very likely. Okay, so if it is Flame Ward, it's Flame Ward, right? There's not much we can do about it. But since it isn't, let's try to get some damage out. One thing we want to think about is Ice Block. So this is 6 and 9, so we can't quite proc Ice Block this turn, but let's just do our best to get him low. So things that we have to look out for as well is that Reno might be coming up on turn 6, so we want to make sure we have a very like aggressive board. This ping is probably coming out this turn, right? This might also be a counter spell, but we're going to assume that it's Ice Block, right? Okay, the fact that they're going for Arcane Intellect means that it's almost always going to be Ice Block. So since it's we're playing around Ice Block, we're going to want to attack with this one attack minion first. Just to make sure, like if it is Ice Block, and it is Ice Block, that we can chip away at this 1 HP in a lot of different ways, like muster for battle and hit him for 1. But since this is a slow turn for us, some things we can consider. We could go for this Divine Favor this turn. It's not bad. The only thing is, if he AoEs us, like with a Frost Nova, I want to be able to play this Leroy. So I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to go for this Divine Favor without playing this 3/3 here. Okay, I'm going to pass my turn. I want to leave the slot up. I'm playing around something like Frost Nova plus Doomsayer. But he almost always plays Reno here, right? He had Reno in his first card of his hand. Alright, that's fine. Probably... let's do something like this. So this is, what, 4, 6, and then let's go for Quartermaster here. And then let's go face with these. Let's trade here, and then go face here. This plays a little around Flame Strike. We'll get to keep these beefy 5/5s around. And then if he Flame Strikes, we'll probably follow up with like another Fungalmancer push or a Loatheb push. We do have to keep in mind that his Waygate's coming out soon, so we want to probably Loatheb when he's near completion of his quest. Okay, our opponent does have Frost Nova off the top into Vargoth, so it's like a double... Okay, so this turn I'm going to play Loatheb. I don't want him to be able to like make progress against this board, so let's go ahead and Loatheb, and then I'm also going to cast this Never Surrender. So all of his spells cost 5 more, and this hurts the Vargoth quite a bit. He's already played his Frost Nova, and we know he's playing a Reno deck, so he only has like 1 copy of each spell. Alright, so Ziliax, so he has some lifesteal. So he's probably going to take out this like 3/3 and then like ping here. Okay. So how much damage do we have? He's going to heal to 23. We have, let's see. This is a lot of damage, this is a lot of damage. So let's calculate. This gives us 6 damage. This gives us an additional 3 damage. So 13, 18. Okay, we have more than enough damage. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Alright, we have lethal against the Reno Mage. So the Reno Mage got to play that the Reno, but we built our boards effectively, and then we locked him out with Loatheb.
Versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
My blade burns with holy fire.
Alright, we're against a Warlock. Warlock is probably going to be either Reno Lock or Even Lock, and probably these cards I probably don't need. I'm just looking for some early aggression as well as our Quartermasters. Okay, we got 3 1-drops. I can't really complain.
None will survive.
Oh, unfortunately we get our patches. We're just going to start off with Lost in the Jungle then. It was just, I was going to play Southsea Deckhand just to fetch out the patches, but we got it off the top. This also might be Darkest Hour Warlock or Cube Warlock. Those are like some other popular deck lists. It's not even, obviously, as we see that, so I'm going to be playing around Darkest Hour as well as Reno. I think I'm just going to start pushing damage here. Yeah, I'm going to start pushing damage here. Let's make this damage meaningful. The issue with just hero powering here, or even just like we could have done hero power never surrender. That was another thing, but I just want to start pushing this damage now. It's quite a bit of damage. What are some things we can do here? I think okay, let's just hero power and then never surrender. It's not the best, but it plays around Defile, which is what I'm going to play around. If he decides to Hellfire, I think we just win off of Leroy Jenkins, so. Alright, coins, so everything goes up to 3 HP. Fiendish Circle, and then Plague of Flames. I don't think that's enough. Alright, we have a 6 on board, and our opponent gives up, so an anticlimactic game, a very fast game for Odd Paladin, but we finally got there, guys. Finally got to rank 5. So I'm very happy. This is going to be the end of our season for us. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of fun playing Hearthstone in Wild again, and the fact that we got to rank 5 with like a bunch of different decks, right? We've used Even Shaman, Secret Mage, Pirate Warrior, Odd Rogue, a lot of odd, like old Frey favorites, and we even got to practice a little bit of Even Warlock along the way. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed these clips, and if you're still climbing the ladder or experimenting with decks, I really wish you the best of luck, and until next time, peace.